Welcome to the first episode of the Loudon County Chairman's Commission Report. We are doing this to bring you up to speed on what's happening in Loudon County with the commissioners. The issue is to get the information out for the people who may not watch our meetings or attend them so that you know what's going on in your county. I am your host, the chairman. I'm Henry Cullen. And let me bring you up to some items that are happening right now. This will be the first of many podcasts. And hopefully you'll find them informative and bring you up to knowledge on what's happening. We're going to discuss what's the commission do? What do? We meet, yes, the first Monday of the month. The third Monday of the month for a workshop. The budget meeting's always at the county office building at 3 o'clock. The county workshop on the third Wednesday is at 6 o'clock at the annex. Basically, the commission is responsible for the legislative branch of Loudon County. We establish the policies, resolutions, changes, and we're the final really voice as to what happens in the county. Our main responsibility is to adopt a budget and set the tax rate. Budgets are always adopted the last Monday of June. The year for the county as far as the fiscal year is July 1 to June 30th. So this year we're working on the 2024 budget first half, 2025 the second half. The tax rate will be set that night. It requires budget adoption. We do the tax rate, allocations, nonprofits in that order usually. It can change. In addition to that, any changes for resolutions, updates, things that needs to be handled are done at the commission meeting and the sole responsibility of the commissioners. The budget this year, obviously there's going to be a lot of influence on it. But before I go into what we're doing right now on the county, let me take you through our other commissioners. In District 1, we have Chase Randolph. Chase is a longtime native of Loudon County, lives in Loudon City, works for the utility district. Bill James is the deputy chief of the Loudon Fire Department. A longtime firefighter, carries his certificates and an AEMT. William Jenkins works for the city of Lenoir. He is also, I guess, the head person for maintenance in the Lenoir City buildings. Rosemary Hines Quinlan is the real estate broker from Lenoir City. Gary Whitfield owns his own business. He's in the 4th District, which is Philadelphia, and just past District 1. Joe Morrison is the commissioner up in the 5th District who just won his re-election bid. He was a fill-in for Harold Duff, who passed away in office. Just went through the process of securing the seat until 2026, where he'll have to run with all of us for the election. Bill Satterfield is the longtime football coach and teacher for the school system. He lives in Greenback. Van Shaver is a farmer up in the 5th District, lifelong, born and raised in Loudon County. Adam Waller works for the Pat Summit nonprofit. He lives in the 6th District, which is the north side of the county. And of course, myself, I'm on the east side of the parkway from Lenoir City down to Malacca. What did we do last week at the commission meeting? The first thing up is we had a codes enforcement issue we had to take care of. John Cook, the owner of Cook Brothers Construction Company, is building a residential development at the Groves of Cedar Hills, and he had some runoff on the backside. We stopped issuing building permits for that development till he fixed it. He came before the commission, took the necessary action. We released the hold on the building permits. Buddy Bradshaw had on his agenda moving a van from the juvenile center that sat idle for most of the time to the county building so that all the employees can use it when they're on company business, county business. Bill James did a resolution, which we're responsible for Tennessee National, to add in additional dock space. It was a requirement from Tennessee Valley Authority that the commission had to approve it, so we took care of that. Rosemary Quillen and William Jenkins presented the interlocal agreement between the county, Loudon City, and Lenoir City for a safety training complex. It will be built in Lenoir City. It will consist of a firing range for the police officers and the sheriff's office, a classroom, an EVOC course, and everybody's saying, what's EVOC? That's Emergency Vehicle Operations course. All sheriff's deputies, all police officers in Lenoir City and Loudon have to go through it, as well as the firefighters. And it's how to maneuver in emergency situations, how to avoid accidents. And last but not least, two things that I'm excited about. It's going to be a 100-foot tower for climbing and ladder training, and a burn box where you actually put a firefighter inside the box. It'll have like rooms of a home in it. It'll fill with smoke and heat, and it's a great training exercise. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be a big expense. Both William Jenkins and Rosemary Quillen donated their $500,000 each from the American Rescue Plan Act money the county got. So we've helped fund the operation. We put the interlocal agreement that says who can use it and who can't. Last but not least, Aaron Rice, the Director of Budgets and Accounting, came to us with what we call budget amendments, where you move one money from one fund to another fund, no effect on the fund balance. We did approve some money on that section for additional expenses at the courthouse, which is underway being reconstructed after the fire. So we moved money to make improvements for the various offices that will be in that building. We did approve money for a baby box over in Loudon, so that if somebody, and it happens, but thank God not often, want to abandon a newborn baby, they can put them in the box, no questions asked. They go out to the various agencies that take care of that. So we approved that. That'll be done. It'll be put in Loudon next to the firehouse across from the county annex. And then we made two other changes. They were minor for American Rescue Act. We accepted a Petway grant for the library system. So that's basically all that happens. Now everybody's asking, what's happening with the courthouse? Well, unfortunately, it burned. And it's been a long road back. We're finishing up some modifications to the inside, and I'm going to say early next year, about this time next year, we'll have the opening. I'd like to get a little sooner, but that has been a big project. So that's what we're looking forward to that. When we do that, Lisa Niles, the clerk and master, will be back in there. Steve Harrelson, the clerk of the courts, and the staff will be all back in it. We'll be holding trials and all the things that go on in the courthouse. Now, let's discuss something that's generated a lot of conversation. School system and changes. In that proposal, it was $111 million. You add on the head count, heat, light, and power, you're going to be at a total of about $118 million. Now, the changes are redo Philadelphia Elementary School. Modifications to include an auto service course at the Tech Center. A whole new school on Simpson Road in Lenore City for 7 through 12. A new gym and a new football field for Greenback. Nothing settled yet. We haven't heard the needs, the justifications. Everybody's upset, big tax increase. Hold on, nothing is settled. The final date for that will be June 24th this year, when the budget is adopted. And there'll be a lot more put out. That brings about all the big hot topics right now, and hope you enjoy this. Let us know whether you found the podcast useful. We'll continue. Henry Cullen, see you next time.